Hi there, my name is Katie and I am a second year undergraduate psychology student studying at City University of London. I currently live at home in Essex with my parents. I also did last year as well, so I commuted in. And before joining City, I did my A-levels at a college in East London. A little bit about why I chose to do psychology at City specifically. One of the main things I looked at is that it was BPS accredited, which means it is basically ticked off by the British Psychological Society, which is really important when deciding where to study a psychology degree. It means that they have the key modules that they deem to be important so that you can have a foundational knowledge of psychology. Another reason why I chose to study psychology at City was the range of modules. I thought they were the best fit for me and my interests and the way that they were delivered. So some of the modules I got involved last year include history and theory. So that just gives you a really good foundational knowledge about how the study of psychology developed. So all the way from ancient Greek Socrates through to the more common names such as like Freud. I also did biology. I really enjoyed it because I quite like neuroscience. Very content heavy, but if you have a good foundation in biology, you should be fine. I think it's really interesting. There also is a really big statistics component, not just in your first year, but throughout your whole psychology degree. But City really helps get students to fall in love with statistics. I definitely didn't like statistics when I joined City, but just through my first year I've definitely found a love and appreciation for it, and I hope to have that continue all the way through to my third year and beyond. Another module that I thought was really interesting during my first term of first year was professional development. So it gave you a good foundation on how to excel throughout your degree, but also how to network and how to take those skills further, the skills you need to develop. It also had an integral part where it combined a good relationship with your personal tutors to excel in that module, which I think is really important, having a good support system, especially with your personal tutor who can help you throughout the rest of your degree. One of the modules that I'm most excited about doing for this year, second year, is social psychology. That is the one I was most excited to do when I joined City first year, as it was my favourite module during A-level. You get a lot of support studying psychology at City, so from your personal tutors, which you have a good relationship with, throughout drop-ins, which are periods of time after a lecture, after every lecture, that you can go and ask questions, bounce back ideas, ask some questions about assignments, anything like that. They also have labs and workshops scheduled throughout your timetable, which gives you a practical way to work through the information that you've learned during your lectures. So you will be running experiments on computers, or you'll be tackling statistic problems that you've learned throughout the lectures, the stats lectures. You'll be putting them to practice, which is really useful to learn the information from your lectures, but then also put them into practice and actually see what you've learned in your work. Some of the other things I got involved in during my first year of psychology is the micro-placement programme, which gives students a chance to have a 4-week full-time placement with a really big employer. So sadly mine got postponed due to Corona, but I was scheduled to do a 4-week placement with a central London market research company, which I was really excited about. I've also been involved with the student ambassadors, which is why I'm bringing this video to you. So it means often I get involved in events with prospective students and parents, doing tours, answering questions, getting involved with different topic discussion, and I've also had quite a lot of contact with the careers team. The careers department is definitely one of the biggest reasons why I chose City. It is really renowned and they offer so much support and so much information that I think was completely invaluable for me, and big reason of why I chose City was because I'm very career driven, and City also seemed to emulate that. So I have had placement help from different people of the department as I'm planning to do a placement next year. I've also had them check my CV, have conversations about how to progress, work placement ideas, volunteering opportunities, everything. So I definitely think that is something that's so good about City and that I love. So I wanted to talk a little bit about studying in London. So I grew up in North London, so I definitely knew I wanted to study in London because of the transport is just unlike no other. You can go anywhere in the whole city, and the city is very big if you don't know London very well. Also the culture, there is just so much to do if you're a quiet person, you like libraries, we have some of the best. If you like nightlife, that's around the corner. There are some weird and wonderful places to go, weird and wonderful people to see. It's just absolutely amazing. And same with City, we have a massive diversity worth of students and staff. So a lot of my lecturers are from different countries. A lot of my friends are international students. So I've literally come just to study at City from different countries. And I just think it's really, really amazing. Another thing that really drew me to studying at a London university, especially City, is that it isn't a campus university. So you don't have people, you know, living on site and it feels like a closed space. Like London is your campus. And I just think that is so amazing, considering all of the opportunities that London can give you, the places you can see and go. Of course, you still have everything you need if you are living on campus. It is very close, but you are in the middle of central London, and I just think that it is amazing. And it was definitely a really big selling point for me when choosing a university. So I thought I would end by giving you some tips about studying at City or just studying at university in general. So one of the biggest ones that I would tell students would be to get involved. There are so many events, talks happening even before you join a university. Just get involved, talk to people, learn as much as you can, even if you think it may not be relevant. Just go, experience, talk, learn everything. I think it is just one of the most important pieces of advice that any student or young person can have. Another big one is just to explore. So explore topics that you find interesting or subjects, potentially careers. Have a look, because the world is just your oyster, and especially with London there are so many opportunities. So having some form of idea of maybe what you want to explore and just an open mind is really, really interesting. Another big piece of advice is to read. So university, City or not, requires you to do a lot of reading. So if you can get into the headspace and the mindset of doing that now, that will definitely help you for when you start your degree. And the last thing is just to enjoy it. So university is such an amazing experience. I've only been here for 1 year and I absolutely love it. So many people who have gone on to graduate now say that university was the best time of their lives, and not only from what they learned, but also their personal growth and the things they got to experience. So just enjoy it. Enjoy the time before university. When you join university, hopefully City, enjoy that and just have a really, really great time. Great, I hope this was helpful and you learned a little bit more about psychology and studying at City, University of London.